Hi guys, this is Chris.
And it's Andre.
You probably can't see or hear us very well,
Yes,
but
buried behind the sea of castles here.
yes, and we're back for 2014. So welcome to our much anticipated return and our review on Mattycollector's Castle Grayskull.
See it right here.
But,
yeah.
but before we get into the meat of Castle Grayskull, we're gonna go back in time to 1982. Look at this baby right
First
here.
ever Castle Grayskull right there.
Yes. It had these little tabs here on the side. Clip. Open up. God, look at all that dust.
Wow. Okay. Need some maintenance here on this castle.
Well, it goes with the, kind of goes with it. It's old and dusty. So here it was. You had, well, really like 2 floor levels. You had the ground floor, and then you had the second floor here, and you had this moving elevator.
Yep. You have to pull a string to kind of like pull it up there.
The string is attached, and there's a little gargoyle here. You pull that. No, it still works.
Yep.
I guess that's the original string. I don't know. Was yours a green string?
Mine was a white string, so.
And that might have varied.
Wasn't sure if that's what came with it, or did we have to supply it? I don't remember right now.
Yeah. There is the throne with the trap door. When you turn the throne.
This is a little rusty, a little lazy there.
It would open and drop you right underneath the dungeon.
Yes.
The dungeon. The dungeon was a sticker. You had a gun here. Laser cannon, I guess you'd say.
Yep. And there was also a flag that kind of went up on this other tower.
Yeah. Where is that? I have that bag of... Where is that bag of stuff?
Right down there.
Okay, there we go. So these are some of the things it came with. Came with this ladder here. Came with the weapons rack.
Yep. Oh, I see how you've attached everything in there. Yep.
Yes, it's all in there securely. Is that how you display yours?
That's exactly the way I had mine.
That's the official way. It had
And
the flag. Now this part of the flag is a sticker. So you had...
Yeah, you just had to take a sticker and fold it around the actual flagpole.
Yep. So
And it hooked up to the ledge.
Good guys and bad guys, and it just had this little tab here that would just kind of fold on the ledge. Here's the practice battle ram.
Yeah, where they would like hit the boy's head and avoid getting hit by the weight in the end.
Yeah. So that was for their practicing. I guess that's all that really came with this.
That was really it. Everything else was kind of like, you know, decal details and stuff like that. And of course, this attachment came with Point Dread and the Talon Fighter.
This was
not on the castle. It was kind of like that. That way, the flag would kind of stick up like that. Another Castle Grayskull, the second Castle Grayskull ever made. The biggest advantage of this, it's very, very easy to display. Look how thin that is.
Yeah, very
So
thin.
any kind of shelf would hold this castle.
Mm-hmm.
So there you have it. You actually have like, you know, the He-Man kind of symbol, that little cross symbol on its forehead. That was something new and crazy that we did with it. It has a cannon, much like its predecessor did.
Similar to the old one.
Not the same kind of color scheme, but nonetheless it had one.
And that was a spring-loaded cannon, correct?
Yes, it does fire these things. Let's see if we can do that right here. Oh, look at that! Oh, look at that!
And there it went.
Keep that away from your eye,
exactly.
Chris. And then, of course, we have the flag.
Oh.
And that's actually kind of like in a hole. We can actually turn the flag. Unlike the other one, how it was just kind of stuck on one side.
I like that improvement.
So that was kind of cool. Then we would open it up, and rather than it opening up like a book, it actually opens up from the back side. So these 2 panels here would open. Elevate myself a little bit here. This is like some caging for the dungeon, and there we go. We drop that down, and there you have it. There's the inside of Castle Grayskull. One thing that I was kind of disappointed in is, if you look, there's no throne room at all. It's just, you know, this almost kind of like a triple level. You have this little thing where they kind of, you know, protect the sword, and the sword is actually shown through a window in the front, as you saw.
And it's chrome. Yeah,
and it's a chrome sword. It's part of it. You can't take it out. But this is kind of the thing they went with, the whole electronic thing.
Yeah.
The spirit of Grayskull awakens.
Alright. Now.
So now we're moving on.
Jeez, yes we are.
Look at the size of what we have now.
Box was huge.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, we should probably show these boxes. This is what the shipper box.
That's the shipping box
This
right
is
now.
the shipper box looks like.
And as soon as I saw that on my door, I knew what it was.
You knew exactly what it was. There it is. Just a plain brown shipper box.
So here you have the actual box for Castle Grayskull. Awesome artwork. I voted for Trapjaw. I'm so glad he made it.
Yeah, the fans got to vote on who they wanted to see on this box.
That was kind of obvious, but I voted for Trapjaw, and I am so happy he made it.
And this is done by the original artist
Yep.
that did the vintage artwork, too, which is kind of cool. They brought him back to do this. So the art's beautiful.
Yep.
It's got a picture of kind of like a grown-up kid. Unfortunately, I heard it's not the same kid.
I thought it probably was. That's why they used it, but it's not him.
No, it's not him. So who knows?
It's not
kid...
Pixel Dan either. So,
No,
you know.
I don't know who or how they chose the lucky model.
Right.
Who that guy is? But the original '80s kid probably died from crack or something, lying in a gutter somewhere.
Oh, I hear you.
Sadly. But so the box art's great. On the back of the box,
Now it's just red ink, just like the original, because it was just white with like these red drawings of the other things you could buy.
Which I love that they did that. Now on this side panel, it's got a little bio, so the castle has its own bio even, which is cool. And it shows various close-up pictures. Is this where what's the picture that shows the...
the bottom of the box. You gotta show them the bottom.
Oh, the bottom.
And you'll see, the
Right
Scarecrow, and then you see Castle Grayskull Man's swords in the throne room, which does not fit at all.
Yeah.
Now, if you guys have found a way to fit it, let me know, because I don't want to break anything by doing it.
Yeah. So this came with a poster that showed. Now I believe this shows every figure, correct? Up to
when this came out. Yeah.
Comes with an instruction sheet. However, it doesn't specify where to plug in the second set of shackles.
This one closes and opens much like the original Castle Grayskull of the 80s. But there's some attachments here, like more foiling, that you kind of snap into. That's why we are not going to demonstrate the opening and closing of the castle right now. So you see the front of it, very reminiscent of the original Castle Grayskull.
Let me get that vintage. Let's just do a quick size comparison here, too. They can see.
Yeah, it is considerably bigger.
Bigger, but not as
big as they said it was going to be. If you look at the original schematics and the prototype photos and everything like that, it was supposed to be much larger than this. As far as accessories go, we have a very similar cannon on the side, very similar. It's actually connected to the third level of the base.
Yep.
We actually have a flag on a flag pole itself. So it stands alone. It can be removed, put anywhere, and flipped over to see if the bad guys or the good guys control the castle.
Which was a nice update.
So that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
We have some other things too, because you had that other window in the 2002 castle. This one just has this ledge, but the ledge is kind of contoured where, unless you web store with your rope hooked up on here, you're going to fall right off.
That was one of my quips, because look when you put a figure on there.
Yeah.
First of all, it's like I said, it's kind of sloped this way.
Yeah.
It needs to be,
They didn't put
flush.
it really flat, so they're not going to stay on there really well. I know.
I mean, there.
You wedge them in.
It shouldn't be that hard. And the ledge just isn't big enough for their feet, and they should have put a couple foot pegs in there.
That could have helped.
For their feet.
It definitely would have helped.
Yeah, for the holes.
And of course, there's to added thing. There's a little escape hatch to get to the ledge.
Right, but again, look at the size.
The size,
there.
yeah.
I mean,
you're gonna have to really, really scrunch down to get through that doorway.
You gotta be like this and go sideways.
Or if you're Orko or something, then you'll be fine.
You're not gonna fit in there easy.
So.
And God forbid.
Oh yeah. That
You're
ain't gonna happen. There's no way. Not even
you're not even getting it.
There's no way.
Anyway.
So Ram Man, sorry, he ain't gonna happen. Other accessories that come with the castle. We saw the little training thing. We have
here it is. Here
the boy's head.
Yeah.
But it's not really spinny.
It doesn't spin quick like the vintage one.
So it's not really accurate compared to that.
I mean, the detailing's great. You got the wood sculpting, the wood grain, the boar's head there, the double fisting here.
And of course, it has a ladder.
It's a ladder, just like the vintage one. Very similar, except
a little darker shade.
More brown, more wood instead of that light tan look.
Right.
Shown here are all the accessories included with Castle Grayskull, with the exception of the second set of shackles, which are plugged into the dungeon.
Now, one thing that was not included, which was included with the vintage,
there's a lot of things you have to actually buy
Yeah.
separately to make your castle complete.
This was the weapons rack
That's
that
the
was
weapons rack.
offered way early on. This is not included with the new castle like the vintage one was.
Right. That is unfortunate. I'll show you where this goes when we spin it around.
Yeah.
There's a little holder here for the orb that comes with King Grayskull.
Mm-hmm.
You have to get King Grayskull, or if you have a very large marble, it'll fit right in there. So there you have another side of the castle there.
There's the back of it.
Yep, there you have it. Now there's another door.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
So on the vintage castle, that was sculpted but didn't open.
Yeah, it did not open, not at all. So there you have that door. The green gods can come in and out of that if you'd
She
like.
fits pretty well
Yeah, she
through
fits
it.
pretty well.
If you're a slim woman, you're gonna be
Yes,
happy.
if you let's say man at arms, you have to finagle your way out of there. But at least it's tall enough, unlike the other doors. So
And if you're Ram Man, well,
yeah,
You're in
I don't
trouble.
see it happening here.
no Ram Mans allowed.
I tell you.
Discrimination.